Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Randy back with another video, and today I finally pulled the trigger on a fragrance I've wanted to get for a long time, and that is from the house of Rasasi. It's Rasasi Hawas. So this is labeled as an aromatic aquatic fragrance, and I am really excited that I picked this up to the point where I couldn't even do a first impression video because I opened it up as soon as it arrived. I ordered it from Amazon because they sell from the house of Rasasi straight to Amazon, and it's pretty inexpensive. It's like $50 to $70. So as you can see from the presentation, it's just a clear glass bottle with a purplish hue in the liquid. I believe they're a Middle Eastern house, which is what it's written in that language as Rasasi Hawas for him. It's an eau de parfum, and this is a 100 milliliter 3.3 ounce bottle. So I'm going to waste a few sprays here, even though I did give it 3 days of wear so I could give you a full overview of it. So the top notes here, for this type of fragrance, the aquatics, usually they don't give you that many notes, but for this one they do, and I'm glad they did because a lot of them do stand out. The top notes here are bergamot, apple, cinnamon, and lemon. The mid notes are watery notes, plum, orange blossom, and cardamom. And the base notes are ambergris, musk, driftwood, and patchouli. So with this, straight in the opening, you get punched in the face. It's a fragrance that literally, as soon as you spray it on your skin, it's just a blast of freshness. It's what an eau de parfum should be. It is a very strong, very potent, but not overbearing fragrance right off the bat. The notes that you get, and you get a lot of them right in the opening, the one that you can notice the most is this plum note. It's not compared to like a 1 million Lucky Plum. This is a fresh, not synthetic, it's a fresh, watery, semi-sweet plum note that is just very, very nice. And then it's mixed with this tart bergamot and a slight lemon tinge to that bergamot, but for the most part the citrus comes from the bergamot and the lemon's kind of in the background. I don't get really much cinnamon in the opening, but I do get some of the mid notes here in the opening, some of those watery notes mixed with the plum, and then I also get a little bit of floral from the orange blossom that gives it this like fresh and clean feeling to it. And then those watery notes come up a little bit more, giving it this saltiness that you would find in any other ozonic or aromatic type fragrance, and it does it to the point where it's not overbearing again, and then that plum note still stays there. I don't really get much cardamom or patchouli in this, but I do get from the base some of that musk. So that's the mid. The mid doesn't last very long, I would say about a half hour or so, and then you get to the base and the dry down. You take that plum, which is still there, and you add a bit of muskiness to it and some woods notes, and that is the base of this fragrance. So I really like the musky and wood dry down, and I really like the opening, and for this fragrance I have to say I'd probably give it an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. It is a great warm weather wear. It's something that I'm going to be adding to my daily rotation. It's a fantastic fragrance for pretty much any age, and the performance of this is just like the opening. It's a beast. So you get that overpowering opening that again is not overbearing, but it's very, very nice, and it projects like a beast. It has a sillage that is well above average, and really the longevity I would say is at least 9 hours. And for this type of fragrance, for the price, you really can't beat it. You know what it reminded me of is a fragrance that I owned back in 2017. I don't know what year it was, and I know that there's a lot of different batches that they talk about, Invictus Aqua. And you've probably heard this before, but as far as the fragrances are concerned, the one that I owned in 2016, 2017, that is very similar to this. I can't remember if it's exactly like it, but I can tell you that this one lasts longer, it's smoother, it's nicer, it projects better, and I've heard about reformulations of this and stuff. I don't really know much about it. All I'm gonna say is that this fragrance does really well as far as an aquatic fragrance should. It smells very similar to the Invictus Aqua that I used to wear, and it does everything that did better, lasts longer, projects better. So I would just recommend, if you want to get a fragrance that's great for spring and summer, you want something that's fresh, clean, and has a little bit of fruitiness, but for the most part, it's a fresh, clean, aquatic type fragrance. This is the one that you're gonna get, because for the price, you really can't beat it. But if you guys like my content, or if you have any other questions about it, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another one.